We're the seniors. Our theme is Toy Story. So we've got our blocks that spell out seniors with the N that you see in Toy Story, and then we got 2025, obviously. Over the lights, we have the Toy Story ball that you see in a lot of the movies and the signs and stuff. And then our banner says, "Our story starts here," obviously with kind of the font that you see in the movies.
This took a hard work right there for a while for me. We tried our hardest on the hallway. We spent hours working on this hallway. It was not an easy time.
So the first thing you see once you enter it is the claw from Pizza Planet. You see all the aliens in there, hanging off because they all want to leave the claw to go to someone's home. And then as we go further, you'll notice that every locker has Andy's wallpaper on it, so that blue with the clouds on it. And then if you notice, we've got a lot of...
Jariah Boyd, please report to the main office immediately.
Do you guys know where Mrs. Soviet is?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to be like, cut, and then we'll just continue. Yeah, all right. So if you notice, we have a lot of smaller details within our hallway. So we have the army men, and they're all kind of, fighting each other. And then if you look up, we've got planes coming across and more army men's, and yeah. So each space above the locker has that Andy wallpaper on it. Then we have the monkeys that you see in the movies hanging off the walls. Obviously, we've got different types of streamers.
This streamer, this is supposed to recognize Woody right here. And none of the doors are shut.
None of the doors are shut.
Are these? We didn't show the doors either.
Yeah, we go back that way.
But we didn't show them. We didn't show them in the video.
Yeah.
Did you shut the doors in the video? No.
No, yeah, we kind of forgot that too. All right, so our first door we come across is Sid's room. So we've got all his different toys that he's destroyed and reconstructed.
We made a little skull, as a shirt. Where's a skull? It symbolizes him, basically.
Yep, and then as we go to the next one, we have our Buzz door with this amazing Buzz that Ada painted. So it took a lot of time and energy on that. And then our next door is Woody. Woody was also painted by Ada again. And so yeah, as we just continue down the hall, there's a lot of smaller elements. Over here we have our dinosaurs, so Rex is in there. Obviously we have our monkeys again. And then we just keep going to our back wall where it says the class of 2025 to infinity and beyond. So we have our rocket ship, we have the different stars, and obviously to infinity and beyond is a quote from the movie. And then obviously our rails are covered in different streamers.
These we try to have, same thing. Buzz Lightyear, Woody.
Yeah.
Those are the main points of our trailers.
So the streamers are different colors of the characters. And I think that's it.
Hey guys, my name's Lily. This is our hallway. This is the junior year. We are the class of 2026. This year's theme is Monsters, Inc. We start at the beginning of the hallway with an eyeball on the clock. We also have them on the ceiling. As you walk in, you can see Sully and Mike Wazowski. And we have our banner that says, "Welcome to the Scare Floor." We have a few doors that show it's Monsters, Inc., and that this is just the doors that the kids can go in, that they go to test their screens. This is also Scream Tank. Over here, this is the 2319 scene. This is George Sanderson and one of the guys that go and get the sock off them, because that is what the 2319 is. If there is anything from children, it is considered toxic and that they need to destroy it. For the boys and girls bathrooms, we have toxic women and then toxic men. We have this beautiful Sully rug that was made by Miley Sylvia. We have toys that hang on the ceiling to show that kids live here. We have the best door, in my opinion, Penny Cuffs, which is Boo's door, and it's lovely.
That specific.
Yes, very much. We also have scream tanks on every one of the pillars going down the hallway.
This is probably the most difficult thing to get. We were like really wondering how we could actually do this and make it work because it was just
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, that was our most stressful thing. We also have this door, which is basically also the 2319 scene, but it's represented in a door. We have the Monster University, the M. This is their little logo. This is another door made by Leo. This door over here is made by Cooper King. And we have streamers all over the ceiling, still toys. More scream tanks, obviously. We have this door, which is made by Brittany Reyes and Cynthia Lopez. And personally, my favorite door, the Abominable Snowman door, made by Caleb Dean. And I think, and everybody else, the most important part of our hallway, our scoreboard.
My favorite part.
So this is the sophomore hallway, class of 27, and our theme is Rapunzel. As you walk in, we try to create a nice vibe, a nice aura when we're walking through. This is the sun. It's basically a big symbol in the movie Rapunzel. And this is Rapunzel's tower, as this took a lot of time making it. And you can see it's very detailed. This is a really big piece of our representation of the movie. As you see here, this is a big sign showing Rapunzel, tangled. This is the entire movie. You can see leaves and flowers here showing different representation throughout the movie. As you can also see, we have lanterns hung up showing throughout the movie. There are lanterns that are very big parts in the scenes. And we have purple and yellow on the lights because that shows the different colors of the movie as it can be good and bad. And we have a big tree right here. As they were in the forest most of the time, so we obviously got to add a tree, if you know what I'm saying. And then we have the Snuggly Duckling. It's just a cute thing that was in the movie, and we love it very much. And we have the symbolism of the lizard that was in the movie. And we also have an apple that was given from Max. We also have a frying pan, which is my favorite part of the movie. When he got hit with the frying pan, personally my favorite part. As we walk down the hallway, it just continues with the light themes. And as we get farther down, there is lanterns over here showing how there's the scene of when they were giving lanterns, and it was a very romantic part in the movie. It was a very important part throughout the movie. And our very last part, a very cool part of the movie, is this hair coming down here. This shows how Rapunzel let down her hair so we could go up the tower. So we have hair coming down the stairwell so we're able to go up it. And that's our hallway, class of 27.
Okay, so this is our hallway. We picked our theme as Coraline, and basically our main entrance was supposed to be the tunnel, and you can see that we add a lot of cool factors to it, especially the buttons. And with the tunnel, we wanted to include not just the main tunnel, but also in the middle of the movie when Coraline was escaping, we saw a lot of other things, like the things from the missing children. So we try to incorporate some things from that into this tunnel. And with that, we use a lot of tissue paper, a lot of other things to try to layer the colors and make it look like that. When you go further down, you see Pink Palace Apartments, which is in the very beginning of the movie when Coraline and her family goes to where they're about to live. And Pink Palace Apartments, we made that way the doors, which you're about to see, is going to represent it. Right here we have Freshman 28, which is our class. And with that, we made it in purple and black, and the spider webs represent the Beldam, aka the other mother. And then over here in that tiny corner, there's some spider webs. That way it can also represent kind of a little illusion of the Freshman 28. With that, over here, is 28 with the buttons, and these buttons are different colors unlike the ones in the tunnel. These are orange and yellow because when the Bottom was trying to convince Coraline to sew buttons on her eyes, she showed multiple colors of the options she had. Then on the ceiling, we had multiple strings hanging of blue and black to represent Coraline, along with the illusion of the tunnel. Basically, that was our main point for our hallway. And here along above the lockers, we also have the illusion, including red and yellow. Yellow because of her jacket mainly, and then red to give a little color of the Bottom too. And obviously here above the ceiling too, we have more of this tissue paper as well to also represent the tunnel. And here we have a lot of paper too, which will represent her hair. And if you can see over here, we have her berets that she has in her hair, which is another iconic thing. And this store, here's the first store right here, it represents her hair with the beret. And along with that, we also decorated the clock too. This store right here represents her jacket with her purse along the side, which is another thing that she also carries to carry the other eyes of the missing children. And here, from one of our people from Student Council, she made this, and people from Student Council were really helpful making all these doors while a group of us worked on the tunnel, and then the other group worked on this entire hallway, which we're very proud of them. That is Illusion of the Jacket, which is a very iconic thing. And coming more down, you can see the jacket again, right here hanging. And as you can see, the rest of the paper above the lockers is also the Illusion of the Tunnel. And this door right here is personally my favorite door, and it shows the squid that is in Coraline's room, along with some more buttons. This door right here is another one of my favorite doors, and all these doors were also sketched by one of my opinion, most artistic girls in Student Council, and she sketched this. So this right here, these needles are the Bottom's hand, the cat, and a button. So it is illusion of the Bottom holding the button. And then here is a little basket of buttons with some spider webs right there. Coming more down, it's the same thing above the lockers, and here we splattered paint as well to represent the colors of Coraline. This store right here is another one of my favorites because it shows the beginning of the movie when the Bottom was first creating Coraline's doll, and it basically showed the needle going through all that thread, and of course the button right there. This door also represents a lot of Coraline because it's showing the iconic glove that Coraline was pestering her mother for in the beginning of the movie. And a lot of people, we wanted this store to represent it because it's another thing that showed a lot of Coraline, and not just that Coraline's all about blue and purple, but she also really wanted that glove, which was different colors than we assumed. And here is also that splatter paint effect that we had. Here along the stairwell, we had more of Coraline's colors, of course with spider webs to give that eerie feeling.